Welcome to This Week in the Broadband Universe. I'm Craig Corbin. One of the premier broadband industry conferences returned to an in-person format for the first time in 3 years this week at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resorts in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. The Independent Show, a joint production of ACA Connects and NCTC, was back in full force with thousands of attendees and more than 130 companies exhibiting in the expo. The theme, Charting New Paths, certainly appropriate with changes involving both organizations. NCTC, formerly the National Cable and Television Cooperative, announced a rebranding of the organization with a new name and logo. But while the name is new, the acronym stays the same. NCTC is now the National Content and Technology Cooperative. According to NCTC CEO Leo Borelli, the primary function of representing better than 700 telecommunications providers in TV content licensing negotiations will expand to include the rapidly evolving methods of connectivity and advances in technology. And for ACA Connects, a changing of the guard. For the past quarter of a century, Matt Polka has served as president and CEO of America's Communication Association. On Tuesday, during a presentation titled Same Mission, New Direction, Polka officially passed the baton to incoming president and CEO Grant Spellmeyer. Prior to joining ACA Connects, Spellmeyer directed federal and state legislative and regulatory efforts for U.S. Cellular. Outgoing President Matt Polka was honored by the media, broadband, and technology publication Cablefax with its highest honor, the Founders Circle Award. A well-deserved recognition. And congratulations, Matt. All the best to Grant as he takes the helm at ACA Connects. Elsewhere, Sci-Fi Networks has announced the newest addition to their family of fiber cities, Mesa, Arizona. I spoke earlier with Sci-Fi Networks CEO Ben Bawtry-Jobson about the $400 million project.
Arizona's an incredible state. We've been very heavily focused on California and Illinois, Massachusetts, New York, these other states, and we've been working really hard to find the best way into starting deployments in Arizona. And so we've been working with Mesa for well over a year in developing the best way and means for us to start deploying in the city. And yeah, it's just a fantastic opportunity. Unfortunately for Mesa, as it stood yesterday, they had very little opportunity to choice and to benefit from fiber connectivity. But now they'll have a path to a multitude of options.
In addition, nearly 33,000 of the city's 220,000 households will be eligible for reduced-cost internet through Sci-Fi's Fiber City Aid program. Well, residents in some of the most remote communities of our nation, the Aleutian Islands, are moving closer to bridging the digital divide. This week, GCI, headquartered in Alaska, began deploying more than 800 miles of sub-sea fiber. The AU Aleutians Fiber Project runs from Kodiak Island along the south side of the Alaska Peninsula and the Aleutians to Unalaska. Deployment of fiber is expected to be completed by early fall. The $58 million project will bring 2 gigabit residential service, and first customers will be turning up their internet by the end of this year. From the Fiber Broadband Association this week, word that 7 FBA member providers have received all fiber certification, demonstrating a commitment to all fiber deployment with 90% or more of their networks relying on fiber optic infrastructure. Certifications were awarded to Centranet in Stillwater, Oklahoma, Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric in Jonesboro, Arkansas, Holland Board of Public Works in Holland, Michigan, MAW Communications in Reading, Pennsylvania, the South Hadley, Massachusetts Electric Light Department, Net Communications in Erie, PA, and West Wisconsin Telecom Cooperative in Downsville, Wisconsin. There are now 22 Fiber Broadband Association member network providers in North America certified as all fiber. And finally, good news for women and minority-led entrepreneurs in Atlanta. Cable behemoth Comcast announced this week that it will award $10,000 each to 100 small businesses owned and operated by women and minorities in Atlanta. The $1 million in funding is part of Comcast's RISE Investment Fund. The RISE program, launched in 2020, has awarded more than $16 million in grants and $75 million in-kind marketing and technology services to women and minority-led entrepreneurs nationwide. Good news indeed. Thanks for spending part of your day right here on This Week in the Broadband Universe. I'm Craig Corbin. We'll see you next time.